Buongiorno, amico mio. Welcome to Primo Traveller. And on today's 10 Prime Picks, the best places to visit in Italy. Make sure that you watch until the end because you don't want to miss our top 3 spots. Italy is an absolutely stunning country located in southern Europe on the Apennine Peninsula. Italy is the land of exquisite food, like prosciutto, salami, Parmesan cheese, pizza, and pasta, the authentic kind, of course, fine wine, and gelato. It is also the land of masters, being the center of ancient Greco-Roman culture. And in the 15th century, they birthed the Renaissance. So pour yourself an espresso and marvel at 3,000 years of magnificent history as we whisk you away to the 10 best places to visit in Italy. Number 10. Sardinia. A tranquil classical charm permeates almost all places in Italy, so you can never really go wrong visiting one place. But for our 10th spot, we'd give the honor to Sardinia, a 9,300 square mile island just west of the Italian mainland. Its unique blend of ancient culture and breathtaking coastal views are, as they say, perfetto. Lounge on a white beach or wade out into the turquoise waters of yacht-filled Costa Smeralda and Archipelago della Maddalena, or even Capotesta, which shares the same luminous waters and pristine beaches. You can snorkel among colorful fish in nearby coves, but what makes this location especially interesting is it offers the best of both worlds, because away from the glitzy beaches, the island is home to humble farms, forested mountains, and traditional sheep-herding villages. There's also a staggering number of prehistoric ruins and dwellings, built as early as the Bronze and Iron Ages. The towns are also steeped in history, with Boza established almost 2,900 years ago, and that's almost 3,000 years before AirPods. That's crazy! A tangle of medieval streets line the riverfront to the hilltop Malsapina Castle, or Alghero, which was given by a 14th century pope to the King of Aragon, and was thus settled in by families from Aragon and Catalonia. So don't be surprised if you hear them speak in a language that almost sounds like Spanish. Some signs and labels on the island are in Spanish too. Number 9. The Amalfi Coast. The Amalfi Coast is 30 miles of extraordinary coastline along the southern side of the Sorrento Peninsula, which rises as one of Italy's top tourist destinations. A memorable spectacle of shimmering bays, imposing cliffs, lemon tree gardens, colorful vistas, and ritzy resorts. Positano, one of the most romantic and posh towns along the Amalfi Coast, features pebbled beaches, pastel houses, scenic mountains, and a 13th century Black Madonna. Perched on a hill, the town of Ravello showcases beautiful villas keeping a treasure trove of gardens and artworks. It is also known for its lively art and music festival, and it's often called the Painted Town because of its many mural painted houses. The town of Fiore, on the other hand, features a truly enchanting bay. Number 8. Naples and Capri. Scenic landscapes, ancient Roman baths, picturesque villas and castles, and volcanic craters make it an endearing destination. You can visit the Gran Piazza del Plebiscito, and man, my Italian is not great, apologies for that, the Royal Palace of the Capodimonte Museum, and the National Archaeological Museum. From the city, you can tour Pompeii, the famous Roman city which was buried under several feet of volcanic ash for nearly 1,700 years after the cataclysmic eruption of Mount Vesuvius. At Pompeii, you can walk in the ancient Roman streets to see the remains of shops, bars, bakeries, brothels, baths, and residential homes adorned with frescoes and decorative art, all very well preserved. It's breathtaking. You can see the amphitheater, the forum, the Temple of Apollo, and the Granary Market, which contains a large number of plaster casts of people and even, sadly, dogs that died during the catastrophe, all eerily posed as if caught in a flash that cemented them for all of eternity. Within the Bay of Naples is the iconic Capri, one of the most famous Mediterranean islands. a favorite of Roman Emperor Tiberius, it showcases ancient monuments, captivating towns, and sparkling beaches that modern emperors of industry continue to love. Soak up the sun's atmosphere and explore the island's grand Roman villas. Here you can get a room with a balcony that overlooks the beautiful Mediterranean. Number 7. Pisa. Located along the Arno River, the city of Pisa was a commercial empire during the Middle Ages. Of course, a snapshot of the Leaning Tower of Pisa is a must-have, but don't let that limit you. Around this world-famous landmark is one of Italy's most beautiful squares, the Campo dei Miracoli, or the Field of Miracles. It is surrounded by architectural masterworks from the Italian Renaissance, including the Duomo Cathedral and the Baptistry and Camposanto monument, all of which are filled to the brim with marble crafts, sculptures, frescoes, and historic relics. Number 6. The Italian Lake District. The Italian Lake District stretches across northern Italy. Popular with tourists for over 100 years, the Italian lakes is a great mix of lovely weather and attractive scenery. Lake Maggiore, a 40-mile-long lake, sits on the southern side of the Alps and extends into southern Switzerland. Its star attraction is Isola Bella, a charming island famous for its royal palace and immaculate gardens. Lake Como, beloved by celebrities, royals, and affluent visitors, is known for its extravagant Renaissance villas. At the center is Bellagio, a romantic town with cobbled streets and brightly colored mansions. There's also Lake Garda, Italy's largest lake, surrounded by the lemon groves of Limone, strong winds of Riva del Garda, and ancient castles of Malsicine. On the southern end is the town of Sirmione, with its Roman ruins, medieval castles, and thermal baths. And there's also Lake Iseo, home to the largest lake island in Central Europe, Monte Isola, featuring stunning 15th century churches. You really can't go wrong here. Number 5. Florence. Florence, the capital of Tuscany, is often described as a colossal outdoor museum because of its concentration of art and architectural treasures. It is recognized as the birthplace of the Italian Renaissance, helping nurture the careers of countless artists, inventors, writers, scientists, and explorers, as well as inventing opera, eventually lifting Europe from the Dark Ages. The masterpieces are cozily housed in a large number of museums and stunning churches, like the domed Santa Maria del Fiore, and internationally esteemed art galleries like the Uffizi and Pitti Palace. You can also visit the main square, the Piazza della Signoria, and gaze at spectacular buildings and world-famous sculptures like Cellini's Perseus with the head of Medusa, Amanati's Fountain of Neptune, and of course Michelangelo's statue of David. Don't be afraid to take a walk. It's the best way to soak in the sights. And you'll be rewarded with a great view along the way, including the Ponte Vecchio, which is a beautiful bridge spanning the Arno River and featuring a number of jewelry shops. Or you can stroll into Florence's San Lorenzo markets to pick up locally grown produce and some very special handcrafted goods to take home. Number 4. Milan. Milan, almost destroyed in the Second World War, has since been reconstructed, and like a phoenix, now shines as one of the wealthiest cities in all of Europe. Teeming with designer shops, Milan never fails to attract top artistic talents. It remains home to world-famous treasures like Leonardo da Vinci's painting The Last Supper, the Glizzi La Scala Opera House, the Castello Sforzesco, which is a beautiful medieval castle, and the world's largest Gothic cathedral, the Duomo di Milano. Milan may appear less Italian compared to the country's predominantly historic cities, but the fast-paced lifestyles and glamorous modern architecture and attractions are all anchored on the region's rich history. Number 3 is probably one you've heard of, the city of Rome. The capital of Italy and once the seat of the Roman Empire, it is a vast and complex city that is both historic and modern. The Colosseo district contains the ultimate symbols of Roman power: the Colosseum, the Forum of Augustus, Capitoline Hill, and the Roman Forum. On the outskirts is Old Rome, which showcases the Pantheon, stunning cathedrals, plazas, and Renaissance architecture. And of course, Vatican City, which possesses the St. Peter's Basilica, the Apostolic Palace, and the Sistine Chapel. It'll take weeks to see it all, so we recommend that you gain a head start by taking a hop-on, hop-off bus tour, since this will stop at major places of interest. But you're free to get off and explore further if you like to. Number 2, let's talk about Venice. A unique city artificially built upon a lagoon hundreds of years ago, Venice is an archipelago of 118 islands, all connected by hundreds of beautiful bridges and scenic canals. The Grand Canal is the most famous of which, like a key vein, divides the city into 2 sections. Undoubtedly, these picture-perfect waterways, historic architecture, and the gently rolling gondolas that ply its waters make Venice perhaps the most romantic city in the world. And if you're looking to propose, this wouldn't be a bad place to do it. It may be expensive, but it's well worth it. Besides, the Venetians of old, who were made extraordinarily wealthy by trade, spared no expense in building magnificent landmarks like St. Mark's Square and Basilica, the Doge's Palace, and Rialto Bridge. You can also walk the streets, since it will take you just a pleasurable hour to pace it from end to end. And try to catch the Carnival, a day of merrymaking before the start of the Lenten season, and get to see the Grand Canal packed with fleets of decorated boats and gondolas, as well as streets filled with costumed and masked festival goers. It's incredibly vibrant. And at number 1, Sicily. Sicily lies just across from the southern tip of Italy, at a crossroads between Africa, the East, and all the culturally rich civilizations in the surrounding regions. This helped it develop a very distinct character from the rest of the country, in terms of history, culture, and cuisine. Palermo, Sicily's capital and largest city, founded more than 2,700 years ago, has been ruled by everyone, from the Phoenicians and Romans to the Arabs and Normans, with each conqueror leaving their influence. It thus features a wealth of important archaeological sites, from the impressive ruins of the ancient theater of Taormina, the age-old edifices in the Valley of the Temples, to the medieval mountaintop castles of Erice, among many others. Sicily also takes pride in its rugged cliffs and secluded beaches that are lined with sparkling waters, and further inland are lush farmlands. And towering above it all is Mount Etna, one of the world's most active volcanoes and the highest peak in Italy south of the Alps. Definitely something you've got to see. So try everything here: the sights, the food, the beaches, and did we mention the food? The amalgam of cultures truly makes it stand out from the rest of the country, and that's why it's at the top of our list. These are 10 of the best places to visit in Italy. What's your favorite pick? Let me know in the comments. Trust me, I read all of your comments. Seriously, every single one. Also, check out this other video from Primo Traveller. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more of our 10 prime picks. And let Primo Traveller be your guide to premier destinations around the world. Arrivederci.